Bitcoin price is pumping, but will it last? Now on BYBIT here, I've got a bunch of trades open. Over on BLOFIN again, I've got a bunch of trades open. And we've got some significant profit build up here, about $74,000 over on BLOFIN. And I don't know what that adds up to over here, but it's money. And when we look over at Bitcoin right now, I get a pretty good feeling here that we've managed to scale into some decent positions at the right time. Because for me right now, this is looking a hell of a lot more likely to go to 127k than it is to lose support and drop down into like the 80s and 90s. But there are, of course, many doomers out there that expect the price to collapse this week. So let's look and understand that what these people are talking about and what are the real risks involved right now with Bitcoin, crypto, and all the other good stuff. It's been a while since we've checked in on the price of XRP, Solana. For the past couple of weeks, I've kind of been warning about the bearishness of the market, but I'm on the turn right now. I actually think now is a really good time to be buying, and if you do as well, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those channel notifications, so as soon as I make a video, you get notified. Without further ado, let's crack on. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. Nothing in this video should be taken as financial advice, investment advice, or any form of recommendation. Cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile, and you should always do your own research before making any financial decisions. I'm not responsible for any gains or losses that may occur based on the information shared here. Always consult with a financial advisor before investing. So first things first, Bitcoin is bouncing right now, and this is a very good looking chart. This is a chart that's existed for ages for me. It shows the parabolic curve of Bitcoin's price moving to the upside every time, coming down and retesting this parabolic curve here, and we did it again. And a lot of people perceive that to be a very bearish move, but I don't. For the simple reason of we're about to retake a previous level of resistance right now, and if we do that, that means that we completed the megaphone pattern. And in a megaphone pattern, what happens is you go all the way back up to the top very quickly, and that means that the current price target for Bitcoin is $127,000. Now I've also got positions open on Asta right now, and like I said, I'd also talk about the price of XRP, which I will do later on this video, so drop a like, and don't forget, if you leave a comment on my video and this video gets 500 likes, I'll give away $1,000 to somebody that leaves a random comment down below. So tell me whether you're bullish or bearish on the price of Bitcoin. It's the easiest thing you can do, and also you've got to be subscribed. But anyway, Asta 122 and XRP is 244, and it's rallying upwards quite aggressively right now. So many things because of this massive drop. Like, this is crazy. XRP went down to 177 from being up at, what's that? It looks like it went into minus. Did this go minus? What chart is this? No, it didn't go minus. I was looking at the wrong thing there. It went down to 180, 170, whatever, and it was up at 280, so it lost a whole dollar of value. But this week, it kind of looks like all the values will be returning to normal again. If you look here, you can see that we've broken that resistance on XRP, and there's so many charts that I can show you this for right now. We can see Stonksi's going into long positions on the 1 hour. Let me just show you some recent history of how accurate Stonksi has been. You can see that when it enters a short position, the price goes down. When it enters a long position, the price goes up. When it enters a short position, the price goes down. And it's just entered another long position down here at approximately $185. It's currently holding at a $192. And hopefully it continues to hold it, and hopefully the price continues to pump, because currently Stonksi is literally the best indicator that anybody could be using. If you want a copy of Stonksi, go to the video description, use the discount code, and get yourself a copy of Stonksi, because it is an absolute cheat code for the market. One of the things that allowed me to get all of these amazing entries here and these amazing entries here. But back to the price right now. We needed a clean break of $110,200. We're getting that clean break right now on the daily chart here, and if you go down onto the 1 hour on these smaller time frames, you're able to see again in a little bit more detail. I know it looks like a little bit of a mess with all the lines. The lines are showing long-term resistance and support levels from in this trading range, and you can see we've got this resistance level that we've broken through here. We've got another resistance level that we're approaching too, which is likely the level of which we're going to get rejected from, which is $112,700. A rejection from $112,700, probably back down to around 110 again, and then to the upside. That is my expectation for Bitcoin right now. And of course, if you are interested in trading, check out the link in today's video description to BLOFIN, of which I'm trading on here, or WEEX if you don't have a VPN. If you don't have a VPN, use the link for Express in the video description. I've used Express for so many years now. It literally is the best VPN, and that VPN discount code is something like minus 90%. I don't know what it is. It's changed over the years, hasn't it? But it's a pretty good discount code. Now, if you remember from previous videos, what we've been doing a lot of here on the channel is tracking these big wallets that trade over on Hyperliquid. Now, I don't trade on Hyperliquid. I don't think it's wise to trade on Hyperliquid because everybody can see all of your positions. And this guy right now has been short for ages, and he's got an account equity here of $11 million. He's currently $53 million short on the market, and he's starting to lose money right now. If you look at his P&L chart, it peaked at $8 million. It's currently down at $6 million. He's down about $2 2 million just today. And this is a guy from last week that lost bad. This guy lost a grand total of $35 million last week, and he has not returned to the market. And yeah, a bit of a graveyard from these wallets that we've been tracking. This kind of does highlight the dangers of futures, but at the same time, it highlights how much money you can make, because this guy in the past month has gone from an account value of $1 million to an account value of 24 million. And currently this guy is long a little bit, short a little bit. I think he's going to get tied in and not here. And I suggest that with a lot of these positions, probably close them and take the profit. You're up $16 million in the past month. And the final account that I wanted to check in on here, and this one was brutal in terms of blow up. This one lost $51 million, but he's not given up on the market yet. He's back with a $6.7 million long position on Ethereum, currently up to $220,000 in profit, but being down 51 million in a week is a pretty disgusting place to be. Now it's time to check on today's crypto news, where Michael Saylor has hinted at a fresh Bitcoin purchase despite its NAV premium collapse. Now this is something that we've seen recently with the boom and bust in the value of these stocks. These treasury companies were having valuations that were significantly higher than the value of the Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever it is that they were stacking. And since then, a lot of them have come back down to reality, and actually now a lot of them don't even have a premium. Now this is something that we saw during the previous bear market. During the previous bear market, we saw the value of Michael Saylor's Bitcoin that was within MicroStrategy being worth more than the stock price of MicroStrategy, meaning that technically you could buy Bitcoin for half price by buying MicroStrategy stock. And that's where these treasury companies became very attractive to invest into. And we're actually entering into a period that's nearly that time. We're not quite there yet, but the value of the assets that these companies hold is quickly becoming larger than the stock prices of these companies. And that means we're in a bubble, but technically the bubble has burst, and technically it's a good time to invest again, which is one of the reasons you can't be too bearish on this market right now. It's dangerous. Strategy can buy 100 million of Bitcoin within an hour of raising it, says Michael Saylor. These guys aren't scared. They keep buying. And the question is, why are they so like jubilant and not scared? And the question, the answer to that is that there's so much confidence from the stock market. There's so much money that hasn't entered the market yet. And there's so much growth to be had left in the crypto ecosystem that it's definitely not the bear market. Kevin O'Leary is banging on about something to do with AI and Starbucks again, but he actually has a pretty good point. AI on its own could actually use blockchain infrastructure. AI could do transactions for you using blockchain infrastructure that you can't do with current payment methods. The growth of AI within blockchain is gonna come, and it's not come yet. And we see all of these AI random altcoins that are gonna make a crypto AI again, or just some random nonsense. Ignore all of this. AI will be adopted, but it will be adopted by the biggest ones: Solana's, XRP's, Ethereum. Those are going to be the ones where AI is going to be useful, and the ones that raise money based off of just nonsense AI technology, those ones are going to fail. So be careful what you invest in. And I'm not the only person that's bullish on the crypto market right now. 67% of institutions are bullish, according to Coinbase, on the crypto market over the next 6 months. Now to discuss today's traditional finance news, where Trump's latest China trade spat offers a lesson for the copper market amid an AI boom. What an absolute gobbledygook head-like title for an article. But again, it contains good points. China is currently at war with America in a financial sense. China's economy grew by 4.8%. However, that's the smallest growth in a while, and it's a rare and alarming drop considering how fast it's been growing in the past. But at the same time, is that China's stock market, much like the US stock market, does not care about economic growth or anything factual, because markets are driven by debt, and debt is about to get cheaper. And if debt gets cheaper, prices will rise, because people would always rather speculate and go to work and deliver actual real material. So you end up with this bubble that builds over time, but this is just the bubble building bigger, and the eventual collapse will be huge, but it's not for a long time. I was been doing a lot of research recently, and in terms of like what traditional stock investors are doing, Steve Eisman, for example. Steve Eisman is very bullish on the market. He expects the market to go very well. Now, Steve Eisman shorted the whole housing market in 2008. He actually shorted it before 2008. But he was right. He was the guy from The Big Short movie. But Steve Eisman's whole theory is, we have a bubble. And I completely agree with this. We have a bubble, and the bubble is building. But who knows how much bubble liquid is in that bubble container to contain it. And it's likely going to last for many more years, because the bubble ends with the dollar collapsing. But the dollar won't just collapse. They will do everything they can to stop that from happening, which means printing money. And if you're going to print money, that stimulates growth. Back to the news here. Japanese family businesses are facing a succession crisis that is fueling a private equity boom. Another interesting thing about the market right now is that these private equity companies, it's an amazing business to get into when you think about it. All these retiring old people from the baby boom kind of generation are all getting old and retiring, and the kids don't want to take over the businesses because the kids want to work online. So then these private equity firms are going over and buying up all of these old people businesses because somebody wants to cash out for the retirement from the business. They're acquiring all of these businesses for very cheap and building up these big companies. And I've just thought I'd bring this up to you, because if you've not considered it, it's actually a really good idea. And I know quite a lot of people that do this. The way to to acquire these companies is through seller financing. You can acquire a lot of these companies for completely free and then pay for the business over time based off of the profits that that business has generated. These deals happen. I know quite a lot of people that do them, and it's a very good business because it literally is free money, free business. You don't have to do anything. You just have to be pretty good at M&A. And of course, if you are interested in trading, check out the link for BLOFIN in today's video description. If you do all the stuff on the screen here, you will earn yourself a free $10,000 watch. All you need to do is deposit, trade, use the exchange, and also they give away free fees on BLOFIN. So check it out. It's fantastic. It's so cheap. One of the things I've not had with BLOFIN is the problem of opening a trade and then having a massive negative P&L. I actually quite enjoy that, to be fair. And it's all because they give cheap fees on the link. And what am I going to be doing with all these trades? Well, my intention is we're leaving them open. We're going to see what happens. We've currently got $79,000 worth of profit here on the table on this one, and I've no idea what this is, but it's green, so it's pretty good. If I make any changes, I'll keep you up to date in the Discord group, and you can join the Discord group by joining Crypto Saving Expert. Click on the link where I post all of the trades for the $10,000 to $1 million trading challenge. When you sign up to Crypto Saving Expert, sign up on the plan that's £100 a month, but if you use the code that's 50% off, you get 50% off. It's in the video description, and that's where we're doing the 10K to $1 million trading challenge when you click on here and you get Discord access. So far, it's going well. So far, the challenge is up 50% from where we started. If you want to print some cash, join the Discord. But on that note, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, please, channel notifications, drop a like. See you in a bit. Deuces.